Hi and welcome to a high quality episode of BookClubBleu with just me. I've dressed accordingly for the high quality, hope you notice. The reason we've got this decent camera here, on a tripod even, is because I'm trying to make a film at the moment with some friends, and this is my mate's camera who's shooting it with us. Link in the sidebar if you want to check that out. I'm doing this video today, just a quick sort of what you're reading type vlog, but mainly a response to allaboutdmagic, I will have a little subtitle here, who asked about the Kermode book that I'm reading. It's only a movie, real life adventures of a film obsessive. And I'm going to keep it brief because it's not really a BookClubBleu type book, but there is a few things to say, and I definitely enjoyed it to start with. Something I would say, it's quite funny. If you don't know what you're looking at here, it's Kermode, he's a film critic, and he's just quite witty, quite polemic in general, and obviously very into the horror genre. The main things you get out of this book are sort of movie trivia. I learned a lot from it myself that will just stay in my little encyclopedic brain about films, such as film classification. You know, he fought censorship on quite a lot of horror films from the 80s, the video nasties he often talks about. And also stuff about how films are made and just directors and such. The other good side of it is the autobiographical side, how he became a film critic. Very interesting to see how he made that progression through lots of fairly amusing anecdotes. And again, the anecdotal side of it is good as well, like his journey across Russia, which was a complete disaster and pretty funny to read. People have said this book is a bit repetitive. The writing style is a bit like that, but I think it depends on your taste really, whether it'll bother you or not. It certainly didn't bother me enough to not enjoy it. I think it worked, but it could have been better. The book isn't brilliantly written, but I don't think that's exactly why you buy it. You still get the voice of Kermode, who's obviously great to listen to on the radio and the TV in the book, and it does work on most of those levels. I'm not sure what else to say really, but other than I enjoyed it, and I love the cover, which can go on my shelf. It'll look nice there. Yeah, back to just book club in general, I think. Me and Chris should be doing something soon. We meant to do something yesterday on this camera, but didn't happen in the end. But you know, we'll keep it going. We've got Easter holidays now, so we should be able to get something done on the road, because I think Chris has finally finished reading it. Moving on, and the light's just gone right down. Must be a cloud outside. Natural lighting, eh? I started reading another Hunter Thompson book. I've only actually read Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, but I've been meaning to read another one for a while. I'm reading Hell's Angels. It doesn't have the subtitle here, but it's something like The Strange and Terrible Saga of America's Outlaw Motorcycle Gangs. Anyway, this was the book that kind of made Hunter Thompson, and it's much more journalistic, but from what I've read so far, it still has a lot of the stylistic qualities that came later in the Gonzo stuff. Basically, it chronicles the sort of rise of the Hells Angels in the 60s, and then Hunter Thompson, lights back, Hunter spent time with them and sort of chronicled it, and found many disturbing things about them. I can't quite say why I read this. I do have a slight interest in the Hells Angels, like a morbid curiosity, but I definitely don't think they're cool or anything. And I also, just want to check out Hunter Thompson. I've been meaning to read Fear and Loathing in the Campaign Trail 1972 for a while, because that looks brilliant. And also, if anyone's out there capable of watching it, well, of course you are, if you want to watch it, I recommend watching Gonzo, The Life and Times of Hunter Thompson, something like that. It's called Gonzo, and it's a documentary about him, narrated by Johnny Depp, if you need a bit of eye and voice candy, I guess. And it's a really great documentary, and I don't think I would have read that book without it, because there's quite a good feature in it, as well as all the other stuff. So, I think I've really come to the end of what I can say now. Other than that, I'm just reading school books at the moment, which is a nightmare. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, and we'll do our best to sort something out soon, hopefully, with good quality like this. Cheers. Ciao.